Hello, my dear friends. It's Naik's Biology, and I am Hemant Naik, your biology teacher. Today, we are going to discuss about the breakdown of glucose by the various pathway, which is a 10th standard biology, and very often it is asking questions. Maybe it is a short type, maybe it is something like that. One gap you will give, one box you will give, and ask the what is the you have to fill it, or it is a short 2 mark questions. Also, it will come to describe all these things by a flow chart because it is a simple a flow chart where we will try to understand about how the glucose will break down here. And if you are clearly understand, no, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Now starts. It is just a glucose molecule. Glucose molecule C6H12O6. You know very well familiar with this compound. What is this glucose molecule? Because this glucose molecule nothing but whatever food you are taking, no, this food is going through our intestine and action with the enzymes and it will slowly break down and the simplest form what is produced that is called a glucose molecule. And this glucose molecule contain how many carbon compounds? Here you see it is 6 carbon atoms. 6 carbon molecules present in the glucose. When this glucose molecule contains 6 molecule of carbon, when it is goes to a reaction, that means start the respiration. The first phase of the respiration occurs in the cytoplasm, and it is called the glycolysis. This glycolysis, where it is occur in the cytoplasm, and it is not addition of oxygen. You are seeing any oxygen is combined here? No. That's why it is called the anaerobic respiration, because you know when the oxygen is used or the respiration occurs in presence of the oxygen, then it is called aerobic. In absence of oxygen, it is called anaerobic. Here it is anaerobic respiration. Now come to what is the product. It is a 6 molecule, it is 3 molecule compound is formed. How many it will form? If a 6 molecule carbon break down, it will produce 2 molecule of carbon molecule, atoms of carbon molecule. These 2 molecules will form 6 carbon molecule. Because it is 6 molecules, it will form a 3 carbon molecule compound called pyruvate or pyruvic acid. 2 it will form. Then this pyruvate, which is called pyruvic acid, the first compound after the breakdown of the glucose during the respiration. Now come, what is the different conditions where the pyruvic is become, where the pyruvic acid become changed or pyruvate become changed. First we will see a condition where total absence of the oxygen. In the total absence of oxygen, it is occur in the yeast by the different type of enzymes, and it will forms the ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy, because energy is a common product of the respiration. We know the respiration, if you see the simplest definition, the breakdown of the food material to liberate energy. Food here, glucose. What is the product? Energy. In every step the energy will produced. First you see, when the absence of oxygen, the yeast will produce ethanol. The formula is, you know, C2H5OH. It is the formula for the ethanol. After that, carbon dioxide it will form and the energy will produce. It is the fermentation, which is anaerobic respiration, because it is not occur in the presence of oxygen. Because it is not occur in the presence of oxygen, it is called anaerobic respiration, and the common name and this process is called the fermentation. Now come to the second. It is a complete lack of the oxygen, means in the absence of the oxygen. It is also anaerobic respiration. Where it is occur? In the muscle cell. How it is occur? When you are doing the vigorous exercise, that means you have a school ground, you are making the 4-5 rounds, your muscles will pain severely, but not all. Those are sportsmen, it won't pain, because you are at the time your body is unable to supply the oxygen and the reaction will be start. That type of respiration occurs in our body by the accumulation, means storage. This glucose, which is converted into the pyruvate, converted into the lactic acid, and it will stored in the muscles, and that will start paining, but it will build up for some time. After that, it will convert into the carbon dioxide and water, and at that time we will relieve from the pain, which is occurring in the absence of oxygen. That's why it is called anaerobic respiration. Then third condition. In the third condition, where it is occur? In the mitochondria and in the presence of the oxygen, which commonly all the cells will perform in our body. It will form the carbon dioxide and water plus energy, because energy is produced because it is a respiration. and carbon dioxide water is the product of the aerobic respiration. Now try to understand. You see, because it is a anaerobic respiration, the product is carbon dioxide and water. You see, end product of aerobic respiration is carbon dioxide and water. Then what is the end product of the anaerobic respiration? You see, it is a ethanol and a lactic acid is the end product of the anaerobic respiration. Second question, which is gives the more energy because power of the cell is mitochondria. You should not forget. That's why it liberates the more energy. Mitochondria, because it is called the powerhouse of the cell. That's why the aerobic respiration, as the oxygen is involved, that's why it will produce more energy than the anaerobic. Third point. In these two cases, in these two cases, in this case, when the glucose is converted into the pyruvic acid, when the pyruvate converted into the ethanol, when the pyruvate converted into the lactic acid, all these things is occurring in the cytoplasm. Why it is occurring in the cytoplasm? Because the things what is happening here, it doesn't have, it is occurring in presence of the enzymes. Various enzymes are working here to convert glucose into the pyruvate, pyruvate into the ethanol, pyruvate into the lactic acid, because it is occurring in the cytoplasm. That's why aerobic respiration occurs in the mitochondria and anaerobic respiration occurs in the cytoplasm. That's why these are, once again I am recapitulation, remind what you read today. We read that glucose, which is a 6 carbon molecule converted into the pyruvate by a process is called the glycolysis. Glycolysis is a type of anaerobic respiration. Then pyruvate converted into the ethanol in the absence of oxygen, which is called the fermentation. In the same time, also this pyruvate converted into, which is a 3 carbon molecules converted into the 3 carbon molecule lactic acid, which is occurring in the muscle cell, is also an anaerobic respiration. And third one is most important, that presence of oxygen in the mitochondria, this pyruvate converted into the carbon dioxide and water. Then what is about us? All the cells of a human body are performing aerobic respiration, means without oxygen our cell cannot respire, whereas the yeast cell and some bacteria cells can respire through the anaerobic, but in our case there is a no cell in our body which can respire in absence of oxygen, because all the cells performed by the aerobic respiration in presence of mitochondria, and they give it more energy than the anaerobic respiration. It's all about today's topic, that is breakdown of the glucose by the various pathway. I think you are clear the concept. If you are clear the concept, subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my video.